nothing to lose. Like, it's impossible to fire federal employees. I don't know.
I feel like I'm gonna get James to appease here.
I work for the State Department. It's impossible to fire federal employees. I don't know.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States.
I work for the State Department.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Wednesday, September 19th, 2018. All right, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining in. We got Ben with us here in the not in the studio. Tomorrow we're planning he'll actually be in studio. We got lots to go over. We're going to try something new for tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and promote it here right now. We're going to go live. We're going to have a live session tomorrow. You guys, it'll be sometime kind of early day. So if you can join in, join in. We're going to be actually doing a show and just kind of, feeding back with some of the Patriots that are going to join in with us. So please try to make that tomorrow. We're thinking probably around 9:30 a.m. We'll kick that off, and we're going to try to go till noon, 12:30. Give it a good 2-3 hours, 3 hours, something. So check that out, folks. Please join us. Other than that, if you're new to the channel, take a look around. We're going to get into a few things here. Right now. All right, we got Ben in the online via the chat, via the direct line of comms.
Yes, good to be in here. Super excited about tomorrow being there live in studio, live action. Pretty excited about that. An up and coming, pretty big milestone for the Patriot Hour, and giving a little something to all the
We've been
subscribers.
throwing it
and, of
around
course,
for a
the
while.
viewers.
We want to check that out, and if we can, we'll do it maybe once a week, if so, or see how it goes. But
Exciting though. Till today, just kind of want to do a little pre-up for tomorrow and kind of go over some things today. So I was able to get in and we're gonna look at some headlines, and obviously there's no real Q updates or no Q drops or breadcrumbs or nothing from your last little update. So I know you were saying you're looking at something earlier.
Multi-view.
So no, it's
All right, so we're going to go over some headlines here. Let me fix this real quick. Get this over here. A little better. All right, so let's see here. These are just some floating headlines in the last several minutes, hours. We've done it before, folks. Nothing crazy. GOP wants vote even if accuser doesn't testify.
Yeah, it's all a big sham anyways, with this accuser of Kavanaugh. That's all it is.
18 minutes ago, GOP pushes forward to move forward with Kavanaugh confirmation if his accuser won't testify. Now, they're kind of thrown that the accuser doesn't want to testify if Congress won't look into this. They want them to stop doing investigation.
Then she'll come and testify, which is totally the backwards way of doing things. You got to have evidence and from there you launch an investigation with evidence and everything else, and then you come to trial.
They want a full investigation by law enforcement officials. Will ensure that the crucial facts and witnesses in this matter are assessed in a non-partisan manner, and that the committee is fully informed before conducting any hearing or making any decisions to move forward.
Jeez, nonpartisan. We'll have a committee. You know how that happens when they start saying nonpartisan and committee.
And just sending something over to the old FBI's anymore, kind of,
little scary.
You
these
gotta kind of
days.
think. You gotta think twice. And when
Oh my god.
Depends on if your last name's Clinton, or how that kind of turns out for you, So here's another comb through job they're wanting to get done, folks. Another comb over, like they did with Trump. We're just going to sift through his whole life. We kind of landed on something when he was 17, and this girl supposedly was 15. And we want a full investigation done to the highest amounts of the authority. And we're going to use the
entire
FBI,
government,
by the way.
to stop.
I mean, is this a criminal investigation that they're going back 37 years? And not making fun, not making jokes, folks. It's just it's just unbelievable.
The problem is it's a dog and pony show, and they're making the jokes of it.
Yeah, that's right. Trump promises a lot of money for Florence recovery. Trump wants to hear from accuser.
By the way, for
now this lady's
Florence
background,
recovery,
they said something about like she's part of the resistance or something. That's how they even scoped her out or something.
I'm pretty sure she's a part of the resistance. She's the not coming to testify part of the resistance. That's how they run. We're not going to actually come out full speed at you. We're going to come from the shadows and the darkness. No, but like I said, Trump did from the White House today, off the whitehouse.gov press release. He did promise to get money and aids to all the victims of Hurricane Florence and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. On his Twitter today, he tweeted out as well. So that's pretty cool to give a definite shout out.
No, and they
fellow Americans and fellow patriots over there. They got hit pretty hard and still getting, recovering from it. So definitely give a shout out to you guys over there for sure.
All right, so that's good stuff, folks. That's actual good stuff. Okay, accuser thought her life would be upended. She was right. Let's make it won't you?
Jeez.
Analysis on Kavanaugh. A Changed America debates explosive charge. Grassley says no reason to delay hearing. No reason for any further delay in a hearing about a sexual assault allegation against a Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. Lawyers for accuser Christine Blasey Ford says she wants an FBI investigation of the incident before a judiciary committee.
So that's
the same article it keeps linking back to.
It's almost like, so if I get a speeding ticket and I don't want to show up, I'm just going to have the FBI investigate this. This is how low level this stuff is. And she wants an FBI probe, a whole national, like it's a, national security issue. And I'm like, oh, well, this is a Supreme Court judge. We've already talked about this guy's been vested and re-vested and researched and background checked. I mean, God knows how many times just to get to this point right now. So there's, this is just more mudslinging, and they'll do whatever it takes to get the mud smeared and the wheels taken out there for sure. Let's see if I go again. There it is. Okay, yeah, 24 minutes ago he put up a providing support to those impacted by Hurricane Florence.
All right, we'll check that video out here in a minute. Let's just see if we got Kim Jong-un has agreed to allow nuclear inspections, subject to final negotiations, and to permanently dismantle a test site and launch pad in the presence of international experts. In the meantime, there will be no rocket or nuclear testing. Hero remains to continue being
Nice. No crazy rocket launches. It's been in the sea there lately, long time.
Heroes remain to be returned home to the United States. Also, North and South Korea will file a joint bid to host the 2032 Olympics.
Whoa, so it'd be the Korean Olympics. It wouldn't be North or South Korea. Oh, that's pretty interesting.
The Supreme Court is one of the main reasons I got elected president. I hope Republican voters and others are watching and studying the Democrats' playbook.
Because it's evil.
All right, shoot.
Go hit up on there or what?
Let me see here. It's very odd, this whole thing. Well, the words won't come through if I do it that way, so.
Yeah. Nah, but it was definitely cool and interesting that he is definitely giving support. And
Senate backs bill to avert shutdown, boost military spending. Stormy's book has few bombshells, but will likely rattle the White House. Clinton, Trump close to being uncontrollable.
unlike you controlled puppet you. I've been told from my handlers that he is uncontrollable.
Trump's is always busy. You can't get in, but hers is always wide open. Just no security.
No, they really open up the bandwidth for all the hits on hers.
All right, so let's see what she's saying lately. No, that's pinned. She pinned herself from November 16th. To all the little girls watching, never doubt that you are valuable and powerful and deserving of every chance and opportunity in the world. All right.
That really should start with all little children, boys and girls.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So here's some of her latest pukes. Democracy works only when we accept that we are in this together. We can't just ask, am I better off than I was 4 years ago? We have to ask, are we better off? Are we as a country better, stronger, and fairer? Ultimately, healing our country will come down to each of us. Above all, we need to find a way to restitch our fraying social fabric and rekindle our civic spirit. We need to bring back civics education in our schools. We need systematic economic reforms that reduce inequality and give a strong voice to working families. This sounds totally different than what she was screaming a couple months back.
Oh my gosh, I like that. I like the economic reform, systematic, reducing inequality. I like equal opportunity, but not equal outcome. And that's what they all want, equal outcome on this thing. Eesh.
Here, go ahead and read this one.
We should be clear about this. The increasing radicalism and irresponsibility of the Republican Party, including decades of demeaning government, demonetizing Democrats, and
demonizing
Democrats and debasing norms. It is what gave us Donald Trump, which is just, it's interesting.
Jeez, dude.
Whatever it was, stealing a Supreme Court seat. What does it say? Gerrymandering congressional districts and disenfranchise African Americans, or muzzling government climate scientists. Republicans are undermining American democracy long before Trump made it to the Oval Office. I love it. Or muzzling government climatologists or whatever.
With our democracy in crisis and our institutions and traditions under siege, we need to do everything we can to fight back. Here's how. First, we got to mobilize turnout in the midterms. She lays it out for you, folks. She's going to lay it out for you right here. First, we need to mobilize turnout in the midterms. There are fantastic candidates all over the country who will do great things. and we could finally see some congressional oversight of the White House. Then, right after that, we need to do some house cleaning. Just as Nixon's abuses of power led to reforms, post-Trump, all future president candidates should be required by law to release their tax returns. There should also not be exempt from ethics requirements and conflict of interest rules. Everything that you broke, everything that she didn't do.
Yeah, she's like, we need to improve and protect our elections from instituting paper ballot backups and repairing the Voter Rights Act, getting secret money out of politics, and you won't be surprised to hear my support for this, abolishing the Electoral College.
Jeez.
So that would mean that 4 states will make the decide our presidency every 4 years, and so all the other states could just sit out and be like,
this is how
oh my god,
Abraham Lincoln
socialism.
Abraham Lincoln won off the Electoral College. He freed slaves, or that's the way the history
started the
books
process through the Emancipation Proclamation, and of course the 14th Amendment. So he started the whole thing,
and that all started with
the
an Electoral College. And if, think about if we didn't have that. We
would be speaking a different language, wouldn't we?
Probably by now.
And so when she calls for the abolishment of the Electoral College because she wants to just go off popular vote, what a lot of people who don't do any research on what the reason why we have an electoral vote is because of states where, on the inside of the America, not so much the coastal states, we don't have the population that, let's say, California has, or New York has, or Illinois has in the way of Chicago.
Well,
and so,
yeah, exactly. It would be, like we said before, L.A., Chicago, New York, and I think one spot in Florida where a lot of the retirees live, Sarasota or Ocala or something down in Florida there. That one area would dictate the president for here on out. Here, I'm going to read this one. Tell me what you think of this one. Donald Trump refuses to be subject to the law. The legitimacy of our election is in doubt. The president is waging war on the truth. The administration is undermining the national unity that makes democracy possible. And then there's the breathtaking corruption.
Well, I can definitely see how she's using these very emotional words to try to bolster the lies that she's trying to propagate out to all those who do zero research when they read her information. Yes. Folks,
this is like she's talking about her own self. It's projection. She feels all these things inside because this is what they did. And she's going to project it outward onto whoever's clever enough for her to do it.
They give her a big microphone to project that for sure.
Yes.
And, it's just, again, if you can clearly see the light.
She's so
and
transparent,
you can see It is. It very is. She's telling you
nothing
about,
she did was transparent, but she's so transparent. Like her actions.
Isn't that
and
interesting?
why. She's the one that set up black box trailers at her events so no media could record. They'd get white noise. It would mess with all the digital. Nobody could get a signal out. Nobody could get a signal in. It was all delayed. They were capturing everything, and it wouldn't turn over nothing. Turn over your phones. They turned over phones and SIM cards in piles. Here, take them. What are they all? What is this? This is our phones, like 19 of them. We didn't know. Good luck getting anything off of it.
Exactly.
So that's breathtaking corruption.
Yes.
That's what scares me of this democracy, So, president isn't waging war on truth. He's waging war on the lies, and the truth is coming out. So is that what was that? Maybe we break down her post a little better.
Well, I could say that she's talking about democracy, and yet our president is withheld by the Constitution, and in there we are a republic. We are ruled by the people. And so, this is where we're not socialistic. We're not, we're not property of the state. True. When the people talk about, I want true democracy that is with national unity, and she's using all these hot keywords, when the reality is what Trump is trying to do and is doing, and his mission statement first and foremost is to give the government back to the people.
Yeah.
The public, the republic, hail the republic, because I mean that's what the Constitution was actually written for. And we've heard the other lefts and people in her dark corner tell us that they're pissed off because Judge Kavanaugh is ruling by the Constitution and not by his bias. And so they're saying many times, as much as they can, to downplay this document that outlines our God-given rights. So it's quite funny when they try to see these people squirm. It's like when you catch a fish and you're taking the hook out and it's all slippery and it's flapping around and you're trying to grab that and it's slipping. That's what these people are. They're sick, slimy little fish trying to flop around. We can't, and they're trying to get away from everything, and so they're doing everything they can to
They're
spin
bottom
this
suckers,
and make it.
folks. They're the ones that sit at the bottom of the tank and slither along the side to get up all the grime and all the algae. Bottom
Green
feeders.
monster.
Bottom feeders.
So
All right, so what else we got here? Psycho that that she wrote. Voting registration. I will vote.
I don't know. Throw it up on the screen real quick so it's not up there.
Oh yeah. I'm only looking at it by myself. There are 50 days left until midterm, so she's promoting. Okay, what's this one?
Democracy in crisis. My new afterword for what happened, this expert at the Atlantic, is about the constitutional crisis building in our democracy and why we should all be focused, determined, and yes, optimistic as we work to save our country. And this is Hillary Clinton, American Democracy Crisis, theatlantic.com is where the picture comes from. It's almost kind of like burning the flag, but not. That's like, ease. Trump is your... What was it?
Yeah. Trump is your president. If you don't like it, try another country.
Yeah.
In some, Kavanaugh doesn't think judges should be considered safety or allow common sense gun laws. Meanwhile, 96 Americans are killed with guns every day.
Call your senators. Well, what's that? What's a 202 number? That's definitely not where most people's senators are from.
Yeah, what does that do? Let me just call that here real
Yeah.
quick and see what it says.
All right. Put it up to it. 202. I don't know what area code that's from. Let's see, folks. Call your senators.
Well, whose office am I transferring you to?
The senator.
Senator who? I need a name.
Is this for all of them?
This is the switchboard. Whose office am I transferring you to?
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, so it's a senator
It's a
switchboard. So it's okay. So it's the switchboard in D.C. and so you go to whatever senator you
Indiana,
want. Okay,
or Michigan,
or Michigan,
Ohio,
or Texas,
Pennsylvania,
Florida. Yeah, no matter what it is.
Georgia.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it's just
Well,
a
there you
switchboard,
go, folks. Thank you, Cricket Clinton, for giving us the senator's switchboard. So if I need to
number.
contact my senator and let them know all the evil deeds I've been seeing around happening here.
Well, who is that? Senator. I said.
Hey, we didn't know,
There
folks.
he is.
That's why we wanted to call it, because, hey, the 202 is that, maybe that's a D.C. area code. If it's the switchboard. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. Sir.
Sir,
See?
you're taking up valuable time here. We're busy. We got midterms.
So how many times did somebody call that number? Because, well, hey, Cricket Clinton gave me this number to call my senator. Excuse me? I don't know what so.
Should have said
Well,
Hillary Clinton.
We know a direct line. So.
All right.
Well.
So we're at the 25-minute mark. We just kind of want to go over a few Donald Trump tweets, Hillary tweets, some breaking news. Let's let me look here one more time.
Yeah, I don't think
So Trump promises a lot of money for the Florence recovery. You said you just heard something on that.
Yeah, it was a tweet that he did, and of course we went over that as well. I was just kind of going through earlier today, and well, actually a few minutes ago before when we were doing Garage Talk, I had saw that he had done the press release, and it was way cool, man. We need it's definitely needed for those guys out there. So
Lastly here, exclusive. Trump says exposing corrupt FBI probe could be crowning achievement of his presidency. So Trump, in an exclusive interview with The Hill Tuesday, TV said Tuesday, he ordered the release of the classified documents in the Russia collusion case to show the public the FBI probe started as a hoax, and that exposing it could become one of the crowning achievements of his presidency. What we've done is great service to the country, really, Trump said in a 45-minute wide-ranging interview in the Oval Office. I hope to be able to call this, along with tax cuts and regulation and all the things I've done, in its own way, this might be the most important thing because this was corrupt, he said. Trump also said he regretted not firing former FBI Director James Comey immediately instead of waiting until May of 2017, confirming an account his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, gave The Hill TV earlier in the day that Trump was dismayed in 2016 by the way Comey handled the Hillary Clinton email case and began discussing firing him well before he became president. If I did one mistake with Comey, I should have fired him before I got here. I should have fired him the day I won the primaries, Trump said. I should have fired him right after the convention. Say I don't want that guy. Or at least fired him the first day on the job. I would have been better off firing him or putting him out a statement that I don't want him there when I get there.
yeah, oh yeah.
Trump has offered different reasons in the past for firing the FBI chief, blaming Comey's handling of the Clinton case, but also linking it to Comey's actions in the Russia investigation. The president has also called into question the FBI's handling of the Russia investigation, again, criticizing it for surveilling his campaign. All right, so we won't read that whole
keeps going
article.
on. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly. I mean, we knew this was happening, how it was rolling down. Man.
But yeah, so, all right, we're hitting the 30-minute mark. Any final closing statements? We might do another show later today, but I'm not sure if not. We'll definitely be in studio tomorrow, the live show.
Very excited.
Any
no, I guess with today,
ideas
just
that we have,
over.
we'll talk about. But
yeah, that's definitely a garage talk for sure on the idea on the R&D on that one. But as of for today, man, I think that's just it's again another blatant piece of evidence coming from the left. It's very obvious they're trying to spin this. They're spinning it, and they're in panic mode. We've heard it before, panic in DC. And they're using every means available, and they're trying to pull at every heartstring you can possibly imagine to get you to be continually eat their propaganda. And we don't do that here. We don't feed no propaganda.
no, we deliver facts. I want you guys to take all the facts, connect all your own dots, and come up with your own solutions, your own best guesstimate work with facts. And, chew up all the meat, spit out all the bone, listen to everything you can, read everything you can, watch everything you can, believe none of it until you can verify it in your own right. Mm-hmm. We promote freedom and liberty and free thinking here. We want you to think for yourself. We need you to think for yourself.
Yes.
All right. Well, we will shut this one down. We will definitely be back here with some more breaking news throughout the day, folks. I have the studio up and running. I don't plan on shutting anything down. Please subscribe, like, share. We appreciate all the Patriots here around the globe, around the country, right here on this channel. Those of you here since day one to the newest ones of you that just joined for this episode. We're all at different levels. It's all on our own self to get up to par, get up to speed, do your own research. There's tons of videos here for you, over 460, 70, I think, maybe 480 videos. We'll see where we're at, but please check that out. Elsewhere, look forward to tomorrow. We're going to be doing a live thing, first time for the Patriot Hour. We got to get all the bugs worked out and look into it, but we should have that up and running. Again, I am Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed each and every one of you. Have a great afternoon into your mid-evening, and we'll see you back here real soon for the next Patriot Hour update.